as the commission pleases. Now, briefly guide us through your educational background.
Thank you. I attended Kabafita Primary School.
Yes.
From there, I proceeded to Brikama Middle School, now called Brikama Upper. Then from there, I proceeded to the Institute for Continuing Education, ICE, High School. Currently, I am pursuing my bachelor's degree on development studies at the University of the Gambia.
Now, you served as a ward councillor, so Brikama Area Council?
Yes, sir. I serve as a ward councillor.
Is that the Kembujeh ward?
Kembujeh ward, sir, yeah.
Which year was this?
From 2018 to 2023, sir.
But you are no longer a ward councillor?
I'm no more a councillor.
Yeah. Let's discuss the issue or the period that you have served as a ward councillor.
Thank you, sir.
Did you or were you a member of any of the committees of council?
I was a member of 4 committees at the council.
And these committees are?
The Market Committee, the Education Committee, the Foreign and Integration Committee, Youth, Sport and Children Committee.
Were you having regular meetings, these committees?
Yes, with the exception of the Foreign and Integration.
What is the Foreign and Integration Committee about? Do you know?
It is the committee that is responsible between the council and other institutions outside the Gambia.
Outside the Gambia?
Yeah.
Okay. But then the Market Committee, was it very effective? Were you guys having periodical meetings?
Yeah, we having our meetings based on issues that emanated.
Based on issues?
Yeah.
But you don't have a definitive period that you meet, like for example, once every week or so?
No, we only met when there are issues, because the committee is responsible for all market matters within the West Coast region. So issues came.
You served as a secretary?
I serve as a secretary.
And who will normally have custody of the file that will contain the minutes of your meetings?
I do have some.
Do you still have them?
Yes, I have some with me.
But you would have handed over to the new members of the committee when you were leaving?
I do photocopy.
Okay, we want you to please provide us with copies of minutes of the meetings that you've had during the time you have served. Can you please write that down?
No problem, sir. Can you repeat the question?
The Market Committee file, which would contain probably the minutes of the meetings that you would have had during your time you have served as secretary between 2018 to 2023.
We have had series of meetings and I couldn't remember, but I do photocopy and I have most of them with me at home at the...
No, I'm now saying that you write it down, that you provide, you said you have copies of those minutes.
I wouldn't remember, because from 2018 to 2024 is a long time. I wouldn't remember, but I have the photocopies of most of the meetings. I took the minutes during those meetings. So if the commission can allow me to bring them a later date, yes, that will be. But as of now, I cannot, if I wanted to write, I may skip some, because it was a long time. Mr.
I don't know where, yes, I'm just saying exactly what you are saying. I do not ask that you write all the minutes of the meetings that you've attended. I'm saying that you write what we are asking you to bring, the minutes of the meetings that you have.
All right, I will try at your...
I'm not sure, maybe I'm not communicating very well.
Yeah, I'm not
Mr. Darboe.
Yes, ma'am.
What council is asking you to do,
yeah,
is to note what we are asking you.
Okay.
It's just to note that he is asking you to bring minutes of meetings,
okay, that
you have attended over the period that we are covering,
okay,
on this inquiry.
Thank you,
That is 2018
to 2023.
To the time you exited council as council member.
Noted, ma.
Yes, so that is why you are given a paper to just note that you are supposed to bring the minutes of meetings.
All right, I understand now.
For the committee, which committee is that, council?
Market committee.
The market committee.
Thank you. Are you done? Is that Darboe?
Sir, I'm on it.
I'm not sure whether you also understand what the chairperson said. What are you writing, sir?
I guess the chairperson said, I note the meetings we've held during my time as the secretary.
So what are you writing?
That is what I am writing.
No, it's just to say, it's to remind you. For example, what he is trying to tell you is that you just note that you are supposed to bring to the commission at a later date, not to write the notes like this.
No, I'm not
It's
writing.
just to remind yourself.
Yeah.
Because you might be asked so many things and you will forget.
That is what
so you just put number one, I am asked to bring minutes of the market committee meeting. That is all.
That is what I'm doing.
All right, okay, thank you.
All right, sir, I am done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, how about the education committee? Have you had regular meetings?
Yeah, the education committee also, we used to have regular meetings.
Were you the secretary to the committee?
No, I'm just a member.
What were the issues that you would normally discuss in the education committee?
The issues we discuss normally at the education committee is about how to support the underprivileged students within our wards.
Just that?
And other issues that will promote the education of students within the region.
Example?
By supporting them with financial aids.
You already said support.
Yeah.
What else? What else do you discuss in your meetings?
Also to act on requests from other institutions, because institutions do send in their requests to the council.
What kind of request is that?
Request of support.
You are still talking about support, sir.
Yeah, we support students.
Yes.
In the form of financial aid.
Yes.
But again, schools also have their programs.
Okay.
They will still send in requests to the council, which will be sent to the education committee. Then the education committee will start over it and advise the council.
What else?
These are some of the things we do discuss.
These are some of the things. Some of the things.
Yeah.
What other things do you discuss at the level of the education committee? You will want to understand, as a councillor, you know you are elected by the people. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
And you are part of these committees for a reason.
Yeah.
So when we talk about the education committee, what are we talking about?
Yeah, when we are talking about education committee, in its simplest term, or in its simplest form,
yes,
is on how to, as I say, how to promote, one aspect of it is how to promote education.
Yes.
2, how to support schools based on their request. 3, underprivileged students in both Islamic and
when you say schools, it's just general.
Okay,
why do you want to just have it classified?
Right. Okay, thank you, sir. Thanks for that.
But I understand what you are saying. I understand what you're saying.
And
the Islamic schools and the regular English
sure,
schools.
Sure. And
Okay.
also, as I say, requests came in different forms. Some will have school programs, some will have independent celebrations like the ECDs, early childhood educations, and the likes. So all this, once the letters came, we sat over it and advised the council. Also, even teachers who authored books will at times seek for support from the council, and we will discuss all those things and make sure that we
Do you own schools? Do you build schools? Have you built any school before?
No, the council have never
You've never
built any
schools
school.
during the time that you have served?
No,
Do you pay teachers or probably contribute to the payment of teachers or recruitment of teachers? No, you don't?
no, we never did that.
Do you provide classroom materials or equipment that they may need?
Yeah, some
Don't
schools.
say yes. If you say yes, I will
Yes.
ask that you provide evidence of that.
Yes,
Do you do that?
yes.
Okay, give us an example.
Yeah, some schools will, as I say, they will send in requests. Their furnitures will not be in order, and the council will chip in to support them. Some will need,
What do you mean you will chip in?
the council will support them
Yes.
to repair their furnitures for them.
But you have not done enough for the education system.
No,
Correct?
I'm not. No,
You didn't do even 10% of what you were supposed to do when it comes to the education system in the Brikama Area Council.
yeah, that's true.
Correct?
Yeah.
So let's move to other issues. Probably we'll discuss that with others when they come.
Okay.
But you know this one of your primary responsibilities as a councillor and as an area council. Some of these key areas like agriculture, like education.
Sure.
Work on this. You know that is your responsibility.
It's our responsibility.
You have these ward allocations.
Yes.
You know about the ward allocations?
But
You know about the ward allocations.
I know about it very well.
Have you had any allocation whilst you were the councillor for Kembujeh ward?
In my capacity as the councillor for Kembujeh ward, during my time, I have never received or been allocated with any ward allocation.
You have served for 5 years.
For Kembujeh ward, yes.
You have served for 5 years.
Sure.
And do you know why you did not benefit in any way?
Well, in multiple council sittings, I always raise the question to the CEO and the chairman that why is it that still Kembujeh ward, with all what was required from us, we've met it, but still now we couldn't be allocated with even one ward allocation. All what they will say is, it will come, it will come. That was how they used to.
And it never came.
It never came until my time elapsed. Despite the fact we were tasked to make a comprehensive detail and a detailed budget for our wards, which I went back to my ward committee as the chairperson of the ward
Yes.
committee.
Yes.
We detailed it, but to my surprise, nothing was allocated to us.
Do you have that budget that you were asked to prepare and you have prepared the budget?
That budget was submitted to them.
Would you have a copy?
No, because there was a flood in my house. Some of my documents were washed away.
Now is a problem, is it Mr. Darboe?
Yes, but it was with the council.
Now, I don't deny that. I, in fact, believe that. But I'm just saying it's a problem. Now, if you want to rely on that document, it's going to be a problem to know what the document is talking about.
It's about the ward development plan.
Yes, but we don't see the document.
Yeah, that's true, sir.
And we have other issues as well.
Sorry, would you be able to get a copy from the council?
Well, I will get back to the council and request for it. I think it will be easier to have it from them.
Thank you.
I will
All
do
right.
it as my duty.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Yes, so now, Mr. Darboe, the other issue is the geology fund. The monies that are received by the area council from the accountant general's office.
Yes.
Were you, at the time that you have served as a ward councillor during your general meetings, were you informed by the administration that monies were received from the accountant general from the geology fund?
Yes, I received a letter detailing that funding was allocated for communities affected by mining or quarry.
Do you have a copy of that letter?
I think it's in my bag.
Where's your bag?
It's with Mr. Kamara.
Where's Mr. Kamara?
Oh, it's here.
You accuse Mr. Kamara of holding your bag. Mr. Darboe.
He's Kamara Kunda, so I am Darboe Kunda. Don't worry about it.
If you can't find it now, we can always have it from you after the break.
Yes, I will check it later.
That's easier.
Yes.
Yes, so you were informed about the geology fund.
Yes.
Was this discussed at the level of council meetings?
Yes, it was also discussed at the level of council meeting, not once, in fact.
Not once?
Yes.
How many times were you informed at council level, but I mean it's the general meetings, about the amount of money that is received from the Accountant General Office arising from the geology fund?
Yeah, all the councillors affected by the mining or the geology fund were officially written to.
Or you were written to?
Yeah, but later, in fact, like we received 2 letters.
Yes.
Like we received one today.
Yes.
The following day again we received another one.
Okay.
But almost the same wordings, or it is detailed in the same information.
Yes.
So then, but even before that, in one of our council meetings, which I can recall, the then chairperson to the Environment Committee, who was Honorable Bilal Fall, for Kunkujang Nema Kunku Ward,
yes,
one stood and made a point that council or communities affected should be benefiting from geology funding.
Yes.
So when they also wrote to us, we were tasked to work on, to identify 2 projects, which we did and submitted to the council. But again, it took some time. We never have had anything from the management. Then we later, at one of the council sittings, myself and other affected councillors put it to the chair, the CEO, that what is delaying the disbursement of the fund. But they will tell us, yes, fund is there, we are working on this, we are waiting for this until our time ends.
Now, were you aware that in the month of May 2020, council is said to have received around $7.8 million from the Accountant General's office?
Which year?
2020.
2020.
Yes.
We learned that money was paid, but the amount was not communicated to us.
Well, some said it was communicated to, or at the level of the council, 7.8. I wouldn't deny what you are saying, but some councillors who testified yesterday said that they were informed of 2 payments. One is about 7.8 million. Do you recall this?
Oh yes, I could recall.
You can recall this?
I can recall, yeah.
And in 2021 as well, there were payments received. 2022, there were payments received. And these are all more than $1 million here. And you are saying you still have not, you did not receive, during the time you served as councillor, between 2018 to 2023, any amount from all these monies that were received by the area council?
Yeah, regarding the geology funding?
Yes, yes.
No, we were just tasked to work on our identified projects, which was submitted. But after that, no money was disbursed to me during my time as a councillor and my committee at the Kembujeh ward.
Now, how do they expect you to have any development if they do not allocate monies to you?
Well, this is the multi-million-dollar question, because councillors, their work or our work is to bring development to the doorsteps of our communities.
Communities you serve.
Communities we serve.
Absolutely.
So delaying the funding affects our work.
Yes. And this is also in addition, or is also excluding the revenue that the Brikama area council generate as well.
Yes.
That we know 60% has to go
back to the communities.
Back to the communities.
Yes.
And this is not being done.
No, in my area, in my capacity as the councillor for the Kembujeh ward from the 2018 to 2023, I have not received any allocation, allocation.
Yes. Now, we go to other issues as well, Mr. Darboe.
Okay, sir.
We've had the issue of monies that were paid to the councillors every Korite and Tobaski every year. Were you aware of this? It's called the Salibo.
Well, as far as I am concerned, monies are given to us, but we sign it and it is given to us as honorarium.
As honorarium?
Yes.
And
but
you know what honorarium means?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Something given to you. Like after work.
After work?
Yes.
And
but we do sign it. I will not deny that it is given.
Yes.
And we sign it.
But you know you did not work for anything, but you just paid that money because of they want to support you for the feast that was coming.
They support us
for the feast.
For the feast, and
so you signed for it.
And we signed for it.
It is not as if you worked for it. It's as a way of support for the feast.
Well,
is that your evidence?
Well, to me, because if you can allow me to come back.
Yes, you can.
As market committee.
Yes.
We, in most cases, after working for the two feasts, the one tier, we spearheaded the one tier, and we make sure that money is paid to the council's account.
Yes.
Before we came, or before we involve the money that is being paid, and when we involve as councillors, there was a difference.
Yes.
So normally after that,
yes,
they will say honorarium for councillors. But though it's not only for those within or in the market committee, but all councillors, both elected and nominated, do receive it, and we sign it. I will not deny and I will not waste the time of the commission, because I am on oath. And if you are on oath, only the truth shall set you free. We do sign it, but it was given to us as honorarium, sir.
Yes. My point is, I like your honesty. My point is that these are monies that you did not work for. Because what you work for is what you should be paid.
That's true, sir.
Is that not the case?
It's true, sir.
These monies are given to you because it is festive period. It is Korite or it's Tobaski.
Tobaski.
And they need to give you this amount of money to buy ram or to support you and your families.
That's it.
And there's no justification for that.
Well, I wouldn't deny.
You wouldn't?
I say I wouldn't deny.
Yes. Now, since you do not deny that, we move to other issues, Mr. Darboe. There's a period that some councillors failed to attend council meetings. Do you recall this period? I think you were part of those councillors.
Yes.
Why was that the case?
Well, that time there was an issue between the then chairman and
Sirifo Sonko.
Sirifo Sonko, Honorable Sirifo Sonko.
The famous Sirifo Sonko. Yes, what was the issue?
Yeah, this all started when he shifted his allegiance from the party that brought him to power,
yes,
to the ruling NPP.
Yes.
So the party expelled him.
Yes.
So at that juncture,
yes,
we as councillors, we thought that we have nothing to do with him.
Yes.
But even well before that, for him to call council meetings,
it's a problem.
It is a problem. And normally, if you even approach him, he will say in Mandinka, Ikamba indile, yang mai topa. So he wouldn't know that this is a council.
Yes.
You are elected to serve the general welfare of the people of West Coast region.
Absolutely.
So, but normally when you...
Mr. Darboe, can you interpret what you said, because you are giving evidence in English. So interpret what you said in English.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Well, before that...
That phrase you used.
I recall. Well, what I was saying is, even well before the that standoff between some councillors and the chairman, for him to recall a meeting is always a problem. At times, he will even travel for more than a month. You know, there will be no council sitting, and pertinent issues will emerge. If he comes, you approach him too, he will say, they are following me. I don't know what he mean about that. But you are elected to serve the interests of the people, and if your councillors, who are the council, ask you or approach you with due respect for a council sitting to have, to discuss some issues, to me, I think there is nothing wrong with that. But everybody has his or her own view or opinion, and you have to see the person like that. So this was what I was saying, Madam Chair. I don't know whether my question has been answered. Thank you.
Yes, you have interpreted it.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you.
So you have really said it in the right way regarding putting the interest of the people that elected you above other interests. Correct? Is that what you have said?
Yes.
And we have had evidence regarding Sheriff Osongo serving as the chairperson, then not calling in for meetings. We've had that evidence. He didn't testify yet, but we have had that evidence not only from you, from other witnesses as well.
Yeah.
Not only not calling for meetings, but so many issues regarding Sheriff Osongo. But until he testifies before the commission, then we will discuss that issue further.
Okay.
But now, in relation to you, Mr. Darboe,
yes,
there was a document that was written by about 16 councillors, signed by all these councillors, that you've headed the declaration of intent, addressed to the clerk of the council.
Yes.
The letter is exhibited LGC/MJ in bracket C /BKAC/003. I will now show you so that you know the document we are referring to, even though you have acknowledged having the document written. Are you familiar with that document?
Yes.
May I please have it? Now, because he was expelled, you refused to attend meetings, correct?
Yes.
And take part in other council activities.
Yes.
For how long?
This went quite...
Into the microphone, please.
This went quite a moment.
What would be the moment? How many months would you say?
It's more than a month. If I
no, it's even more than 3 months.
Yeah.
It's more than 3 months.
It's more than a month.
It's more than 3 months.
Yeah, Council, yes.
Yes, it's more than 3 months.
Yeah, it's more than 3 months.
And whilst you were away, not attending meetings, were you being paid your allowances?
Yeah, we are paid our other allowances because we do our other works.
What other works do you
only
do?
not receiving the sitting allowances.
What other works were you doing?
We still have requests from our wards. We still have engagement with our ward. Council work is not only about what general council sitting.
No, I'm not saying council work
I'm coming, council.
No, just hear me out.
Yes.
I'm not saying council work is just general sittings. Just hear me out.
Okay.
I am asking you the other works that you were engaged in.
This is what I'm coming.
Yes.
I was talking when you intervened.
Go ahead.
Yes. As I said, still now, we were not having council sittings.
Yes.
But that is not deterring our communities to send in their requests. And those requests are what we work on. Be it road rehabilitation.
They are brought to?
I said those requests are what we also act on.
How do you act on the request?
Because once they send in a request, like once a request was sent from like Kembujeh,
yes,
within my ward,
yes,
Kembujeh VDC or a community in Kembujeh sent in a request.
yes,
I will append my signature and my stamp.
yes.
Then I will still forward it to the office of the chairman.
Oh, there's no chairman.
No, the vice is there.
No, the vice is there. Then there should have been a meeting.
No, I'm coming.
No, you will come.
Yes.
The vice is there. There should have been a meeting then.
Yes, but the vice is not calling any meeting.
The vice is?
I said the vice is not calling any meeting.
The vice, should the vice call a meeting?
Yeah, in the absence of
the chairman? The vice should call a meeting?
The vice should call a meeting.
Was the vice calling for a meeting?
No, vice was not calling any meeting.
You see? Yeah. But the vice is part of the people that decided not to attend any meeting.
Yes, but still now, the request
do you think, no, wait a minute. Do you think the vice not calling for a meeting is also his failure?
Pardon?
Do you think the vice, in the absence of the chairman not calling for meetings, is also a failure on his side?
In this regard, I'm not sure because
no, you have to. You see, you have to be honest. You see, we have to be honest.
I am honest.
The problem with most people, all of us, is that when it favors us, when it is convenient, we agree. When it's not convenient, we do not agree. I am playing by your book. I am playing by the very words you're saying. You said,
yes.
You said that in the absence of the vice, you used to take the letters to the vice. And in the absence of the chairman, the vice should call a meeting. Is that not what you said?
Yeah. But even
no, let's have the facts clear. Yes. Is that not what you said?
Yeah, but you should allow me to learn,
My friend, Darboe, I always allow everyone to explain.
No, but no, I am coming. If you wouldn't allow me,
this part has to be clear.
Yes, then I
There's no way you will escape.
I'm not running away. I'm not shining away. Since
Mr. Darboe.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's listen to one another.
Thank you.
And you will be given the opportunity to say whatever you need to say.
Thank you, ma'am.
Because whatever you need to say can bring in clarity to so many issues.
That's true.
So there is no need to be in a hurry.
No problem.
And you wait for his questions and you will answer. If you need to add anything, you tell him to give you time. You will. And you will say whatever you need to say.
Thank you, ma'am.
If he doesn't give you the time, I will give you the time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So answer the question.
Now, did you or did you not say that in the absence of the chairman, the vice chairman should call for a meeting?
Yes, I said it.
You said that?
Yes.
Did the vice chair call for a meeting?
In this case, still now the chairman is coming to office.
No. In the absence of the chair.
No, he never called.
The vice should call for a meeting.
Yes.
Your letter is that there is no chairman because he's expelled.
He's expelled from the party.
Which means who should take charge?
The vice chairman should take charge.
And the letters that are written to you, who do you send it to? The vice chair?
It is sent to the office of the chairman. He's still coming to the office.
Wait a minute. I know. He's still coming to the office, but you don't recognize him.
Yes.
You don't recognize him?
Yes, because he's expelled.
Yes, I don't have a problem. You see, my problem is not about whether he is an unlawful chairman or not. That is your argument, that is your position. That's not what I am discussing. We're not discussing that here.
I hear you, sir.
Do you understand?
Sure.
We are discussing about the facts regarding why you were not attending meetings.
Yeah.
Not whether his expulsion is legal or not. That's not for us to decide.
No problem.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
The idea is, in the absence of the chairman, the vice chairman should take charge.
That's true.
The vice chairman never called for any meeting.
No, he never called for it.
Should he have called for a meeting?
He should have called.
So when he did not call for a meeting, that's a failure on his side.
That's true.
That's my point. Now say what you want to say, we move on.
Yeah, regarding those word requests I was saying earlier, you asked during the 3 months stand-up whether we are receiving any allowances.
Yes.
Which I said yes, because not that when there is no council sitting, we should not have our allowances.
Yes.
Then it will reflect back to, because chairman used to travel for more than a month, there will be no council sitting, but yet still we receive our allowances.
If chairman traveled for more than a month, why would there not be any council meetings?
This happened at Brikama area council.
I know.
I
am grateful for your honesty. I'm grateful for the fact that you're being honest.
Yeah. At times, myself, I will go to the vice, tell him, vice, let's look for quorum. And
who is the vice again? Please remind us.
It's Honorable Chornajallo.
Is?
Honorable Chornajallo.
Chornajallo. He testified here yesterday.
I was told.
Is it Ismaila?
Ismaila.
Ismaila
Chornajallo, yeah.
Now, when the chairman traveled out for more than a month, no meetings, and you are concerned.
Yeah, because we are, as I say earlier, we are representing the people.
The people.
They should know what has been transpired.
Exactly.
But if we keep muted,
yes,
and we keep leave them on suspension,
yes,
it is not good for us.
Thank you. Now, failure of the vice to not call for meetings in the absence of the chairman who had traveled more than a month. How do you see that?
It's undone.
It's undone.
Yeah.
On the side of who?
I can say all of us.
Yes, but more so, I will not include you there.
On the side of the vice.
The vice?
Yeah.
I don't include you there because you don't have the power to call for a meeting.
Yeah.
As a councillor, I stand to be guided by.
So we can mobilize when we have the quorum.
Yes.
And have the meeting.
Yes.
Yeah. But normally between me and Allah.
Yes.
I know the vice, maybe he's listening. I will go to him.
Yes.
I tell the vice, call for a meeting. He said the chairman is not here. I said chairman does not own the council. The council is owned by the people of West Coast region.
Yes.
In his absence, let's have a meeting. But at times, as I say, the same, the chairman will say, they are following me. So maybe that is what...
And even though you were in the same party line with the vice, you still told him the truth?
I believe the truth shall set me free.
Exactly.
My consent will not allow me to do something that in the hereafter I will be accounted for.
Yes. And when you do that, even though all of us will have shortcomings, people will respect you, Mr. Darboe.
So
that's how it works. Even though all of us have shortcomings, but people will respect you for making an effort.
That's true.
What you have shown the commission, what I believe is that you have put the interest for that period, for that issue, confronting the vice chair, the interest of the people. And that's what the spirit should be. Is that not the case?
That is how it should be.
Is that not the case?
That is how.
Now, the other issue that I think you have done wrong, I mean, all the councillors that signed this intent, is to refuse to attend meetings when you genuinely believe the chairman should vacate the seat.
Yes.
Do you understand that? The chairman to vacate the seat, that's your genuine belief. And you could be right. You could be right. I'm not saying you're right or you're wrong. You could have had a good case. But that does not warrant the councillors to not attend meetings and neglect council's very important official duties. For instance, some of the claims or the requests that come through your office, they cannot materialize without having minutes of meetings. Is that not the case?
Yeah, that's the case.
So who suffers? The people.
The people.
Yes, when the elephant fights, the people suffer.
Suffers.
And that's the problem. So the absence of not going for meetings for more than 3 months, it's only the people, the electorates that will suffer. Do you now see it that way?
Yeah, that was our fault, and we really wronged that. And my apology to the people of West Coast region on that.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Is it Mr. Alieu Darboe?
Yes.
And for that, I will just probably go contrary to Council Silla and then call you, sorry, Commissioner Silla, and call you honorable for the fact that you have been true to your words. Any quick question, Honorable Chairperson?
Thank you.
For this witness.
Mr. Darboe, would it be correct to say that based on what you have told us,
yes,
that despite the fact that you were not attending council sittings,
yes,
you were receiving your allowances, would that have been correct? because the allowances are premised on your sittings. I stand to be corrected.
The allowances,
Yes.
we were not receiving the meeting allowances, the council sitting allowances, but we were receiving our monthly allowances, because we cannot receive any penny from the sitting allowances whilst we were not having the general council sitting. The general council sitting is a duty, an occasion of its own. So that is why during the 3 months, none of the councillors were receiving any butut or dime from that allocation. Because once you attended the council sitting, you are paid. So within the 3 months, we are not receiving any money. But we are receiving our monthly allowances, which I think that is our right. But for the sitting, we are not receiving any money, because it will be contradictory. Whilst you are not receiving, you are not having, or you didn't hold any sitting, then you go and receive our money.
But Mr. Darboe, if you look at what the Local Government Act 2002
Yes.
has said with respect to you,
Thank you.
sitting, when you omit to sit more than 3 occasions, there should be some form of sanction. Do you think it was still right after you have not sat, that is to say after not complying with what the Local Government Act is saying, to still receive your allowance, your council allowance at the end of the month? If you look at what the provision of the law is saying.
Yeah, by going by the provision,
Yes.
it was wrong.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, unless there are other questions, with Chairperson, we don't have any question for this witness.
Now, Mr. Darboe, you would avail us what we have requested for you to bring for us, hopefully by Thursday.
Thursday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Tomorrow is
okay,
Thursday.
you can do so next week, Tuesday.
No problem, huh?
All right. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Darboe, you are discharged. If we need you to clarify any issue, we will call you, but you are discharged.
Thank you.
For the moment.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
And as alluded to by you, any clarity the commission need from my end,
Yes.
I will be available. And also take this opportunity to thank the members of this commission. I could see Mr. Honorable Fall, who was one time a minister and a mayor, and he during our induction too, he played a crucial role in making sure that we know our TOR when we were newly elected. These have reminded me of 2018 when I was new at the council. The role he played at that council chambers on that day paid a dividend. And indeed, if we have a likes of him and the others, the Gambia will have moved at a point where we all wish it to. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Darboe, for the recognition and the appreciation of some members of the commission who have played a part in your understanding of your instruments and thus helping you to navigate the challenges you ought to have faced, and which is continuing to be a challenge at the Brikama Area Council. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Registrar, can you please call the next witness?